So I've recorded this a couple times now, but it's just been so hard to put this into words, but I'm going to try all over again. And let's just start off saying what exactly is going on. And that is that the storyline, the Aether storyline is officially, and this is officially going to end inside DLC 4 for Black Ops 4, at least to an extent. And I'll explain what I mean by that, but just understand it's pretty much ending for the most part. We're never really going to see the Aether storyline, at least how it was after DLC 4. And I kind of am shocked, even though we kind of expected this to happen. I mean, ever since the reveal of Black Ops 4, we've always expected the Aether storyline to come to an end in this game, especially with the introduction of the Chaos storyline, even though that seems like it was also scrapped. But even back then, it seemed like that was going to be the end of the Aether storyline. In Black Ops 4, we were never going to see the Aether storyline again. And, I mean, it was further kind of confirmed, at least to an extent, but not to this extent, when Craig Houston, I believe in the interview about Ancient Evil, said that the Aether storyline was going to be concluded inside DLC 3 and 4, but a lot of people, including myself, were very, very skeptical of this because he said it was going to be concluded, and how many times have we heard the Aether storyline is going to be concluded, and then it continues into the next game? I mean, they literally used the word concluded in, of course, Garad Krovi's ending, where they said to be concluded, and then Black Ops 4 came around, and then we still had the Aether storyline. So that's why so many people were skeptical about it, including myself. But I mean, we can no longer be skeptical about the Aether storyline ending because of what Craig Houston said in an interview. And what I want to do for you guys now is just read the question from the Activision blog, and then after that I'll give you Craig Houston's answer. Well, I guess it's a zombies team, but it's just Craig Houston talking, because you can tell it's Craig Houston just because how he words everything and stuff. But anyways, I'm going to read the question for you guys, and we'll talk about this right after. So, what it actually said, or what Activision blog actually asked is this truly the end of the story? If so, how hard was it to put a bow on this epic and say goodbye to our favorite characters? And Craig said, honestly, we're still processing it. We're in the middle of writing some stuff for our beloved characters, and it's emotional. With the multiverse established, there'll always be other stories to imagine, but in terms of Primis, Ultimis, and Victus, this is the end of the line. Bless them, X. So as you guys heard there, it's the end of the line for Ultimis, Primis, and Victus. We're never going to see these characters again, or at least that's at least how he's making it sound, which is crazy to hear. I mean, that means we're never going to hear Richtofen talk about his 115-induced delusions, the opening of the gateway, and a vessel for Maxis. We're never going to hear that again. We're never going to hear Dempsey talk about the meat bags and how he's killing them. We're never going to hear about everything that Takio and Nikolai say. Like, they say a lot of different things, but we're never going to hear any of that ever again. And that is just crazy. I mean, honestly, I should have been prepared for this, but actually hearing it confirmed that we're never going to see these characters again, man, it's just not something that I was really ready for. I mean, it's just crazy to hear, because I've been following this story for 7 years. I haven't been here all 10 of the years, unfortunately, but still, I've been here for the majority of the time the story has been going on. I believe for 7 years, and for me to follow a story for 7 years and then for it to just come to an end, it's just crazy, man. It is honestly just crazy. Just how we're never going to hear from any of these characters ever again after DLC 4, and man, it gets me both excited and scared for DLC 4 at the same time. It's just really crazy, and it is a situation I guess we're going to have to experience in DLC 4. I mean, man, it's going to be crazy. I'm very excited, very scared, and just hopeful for DLC 4. And I mean, there's a lot of things to be worried about, but no matter what happens in DLC 4, I'm just going to, since the storyline has been so important to me for so many years of my life, I'm just going to enjoy it. No matter what it is, I'm going to enjoy it. That's all I could do for this end of the storyline, and I'm just going to really just, that's all I could do is enjoy it. No matter what happens, I'm going to try to enjoy it to the fullest ability and for the fullest ability of what the developers want it to be. And I'm not going to bring up any more complaints about anything else. I know I made a video just 2 days ago, or yesterday actually, of just talking about the remake problem, but forget all about that. I'm just going to enjoy DLC 4 and the end of the Aether storyline. But there's a couple other things in this question I do want to talk about, because it doesn't seem like the Aether storyline is going to end as a whole, because like they said, since they've established the multiverse, there's going to be other stories they can imagine. So we're probably going to see more story in the Aether storyline, but it's most definitely not going to be with Ultimis, Primis, and Victus. They are done. That's been confirmed. So I'm just curious what you guys think about this. What do you guys think? Should we have new characters entirely in the upcoming story, or should we have like older characters in the storyline coming back and those are now our main characters? What are your guys' opinion? I mean, there's still the possibility that maybe Peter McCain is going to be important because, you know, he's kind of floating around. So whatever happens in DLC 4, if he survives it, then maybe he's going to become one of our characters. Would you want to see something like that, or something entirely new for our characters in the upcoming Aether storyline? I'm just curious what you guys think about all of that. But on top of that, I do want to talk about one other thing he said, and this is related to the Aether storyline, at least how it currently is, and it's where Craig Houston at the end says, "Bless them all, X." Because if you guys remember the Shadows of Evil, there was a cipher that said X is interested in these worthless beings. So what is this X thing going around? Like, is this supposed to be a character? Maybe this is going to be this X character, this hidden X character all along is going to be the reason why the storyline isn't completely ending, and we're going to have some different multiverses and stuff like that, and the reason why there's still going to be zombies in the future. I don't know. It gets me really interested in who this X character is. He may be the new main, background character, like the secretly background but really important character for the upcoming Aether storyline. I mean, it could be a lot of things, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on who exactly this X is and what he's having to do. I mean, he may just be a representation of the Treyarch team. That could be a possibility, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but this is crazy. Aether storyline's done. Never going to hear Richtofen again. Never going to hear any of the Ultimis or Primis characters ever again, and especially the Richtofen, man. Richtofen is my all-time favorite character, and to never hear from him ever again, it's going to be something, man. Man, this is too much. But anyways, that's about it for me. I made this video way too long, I know, but it's just been crazy, and I'm just going to end it. But if you guys do want to see more zombies content for this last DLC that's going to be coming out soon enough, then go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream video, or whatever it may be. But laters, guys.